But as we speak here,
it's okay. At
it's
least we get to see a Benedetta, am I right?
yeah. But I mean, Thanos will be able to put on pressure against Teresa, and Teresa's gonna be having a pretty hard time against Thanos in the early game. So I think that would be a better matchup. If it's using Thanos into the jungle, it will be really having a great loss, I would say. So
definitely.
I would say
previously we said that Thanos would win the early game, and yet we were treated to the fastest first blood.
That one was a little bit miscalculation, but anyways.
we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Yeah. Now, speaking of which, yep, we do see a little bit of advance in level for Maniac against Edward. Now, forcing out the flicker for Lovely gets trapped into the wall. Oh my god, almost got caught.
That was a really nice play. The back pedal, using the flicker to back pedal and immediately jumping back into the Tyrant's Revenge. Now, Demon Kite looks to be in a little bit of danger right now. And yeah, there he goes. An invasion gone wrong.
Yeah, the invasion gone wrong. You're facing against a very tough fighter in the laning phase. That's the Demon King that we used to say. But now, as Demon Kite pays off first blood, it's time for seeing that how MADBULL was able to starting out very well in the early game, and they could be maybe rushed for a turtle. But look at Maniac. Sometimes if he doesn't really trigger that well in terms of the fight, it will be just fine. But now Demon Kite trapped in the middle, forcing out the retribution and leaving the turtle away to MADBULLS.
Alright, using the Electro Final Blow just to chunk it down so fast. I think that was just like less than 5 seconds and the turtle just disappeared. I guess that's what you call the power of friendship.
Yeah. Power of friendship. Alright, this is...
I mean, 4 people on the turtle with Electro Final Blow, what can you expect?
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, that was just a great start for the side of Team MADBULLS at this point. Team Aurora would need some time to really build up the momentum right here. Edward could not make that much initiation before he chunked up Maniac. Now, Demon Kite trying to put some pressure, which is a very good move. Penalty Zone comes in, trying to go some time against Maniac, forcing out the ultimate. But now it comes the Glacier to coming in to try to buy some time. Demon Kite gets out of the way. Edward a little bit low. Meanwhile, Domang Blazing Duet clears the lane.
Well, gone are the days where the Blazing Duets are actually the Beyblades that can just shred the minions away. But that doesn't mean it didn't do anything. That actually did manage to clear some of the minions and push Don't back a little bit. And speaking about pushing things, check the pin message to get your bonus on your push notifications on 1XBET. Yeah, so speaking of which, 30 seconds till the next turtle spawns. Like, what does Aurora need to do now?
They need to really pay some real attention by playing it slow, because now that MADBULLS have pressure across all lanes. Moscow with the poking, Thanos with the kiting, and eventually Benedetta with the massive amount of damage in that early game. So we do want to see that Aurora at this point, they need to at least survive the early game. And speaking of which, Maniac is just caught in the middle. Eventually, no vengeance gets spent, and Demon Kite might just slaughter him down.
Yeah, the Cauterin Inferno just nearly brought him alive, but unfortunately, the Revenge Strike was just a little bit too much. And as we speak, we have another Speedy Turtle just going on to the side of MADBULLS. Now, MADBULLS is going to be finding themselves in the lead. It's just a question of whether they can hold it.
Exactly. Now we can see that once again Lovely finds Demon Kite as he speaks out of the way. Now eventually Lovely is putting up that much pressure. He stands on the position where Demon Kite could not even move that aggressive to farm. But now, speaking of which, Domang and Don't, throughout this whole game, they were not get affected. So now I think it's time for them to change the focus eventually.
They're like best friends in the gold lane. Don't Meng. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to say that anymore. I should not have said that. But yeah, looking at the items, Terizla already has the War Axe. The ratio going down. Demon Kite will go down too.
If only he was able to make it that even faster, then I would say Demon Kite was really, really good at this point. But now we have question on how Justinian was going to get this jungle complete. But eventually, here comes the Electro Final Blow, gets him out of the way as now the buff will be still going over to Justinian. Now here comes Maniac to try to get down here as he aces his life out. And now Minotauri just in time, Flicker and the penalty zone was able to make some plays. Reaper gets out of the turret, one down. As Lovely gets smashed out of the way, only one casualty is cost.
And that isn't even the core member that you really want to get.
Oh my god,
that's going to be a core member on the Aurora side that MADBULLS got. Not a good trade if you ask me.
Alright, but eventually the Blazing Duet just comes in nothing. Trying to poke it, but they have to let the turtle go once again. Team MADBULLS on this huge lead. Right now, they are utilizing every single advantage that they got. As we have been questioning why the Benedetta, now they have proved us wrong, because now this Benedetta is going to just harass every single resources, and with the mobility would just get out.
Instead of going for the kills, Justinian is actually going for those major objectives, starving Aurora of the farm that they so desperately need. Now, okay, the items just disappear so fast, but do you know who else is going to disappear so fast? It's probably going to be Lovely, as he's going to be on the victim of so many skills from Demon Kite.
Yup, exhausted every single skills right now. Tried Maniac has been trapped in the middle, maybe just get out of the way safely. And now the contest on the purple buff, but speaking of which, this is the way that they're going to constantly give pressure to Demon Kite. Look at the level difference.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Justinian on level 12, Demon Kite on 9. This huge level difference is not giving that good effect for Demon Kite. As every single resource out there, every resources is going to be chunked out by the MADBULLS. So right now, Team Aurora would need to find a way to change the tides over.
And MADBULLS has to end the game soon though. They cannot let Domain scale. The moment Domain gets his Trinity build and a little bit more of defenses, he's gonna be a hard to kill Beyblade that is just gonna be launching damage straight onto that.
Now, once again the T2 is gonna be taken down as well. But yeah, at this 8th minute, they were able to chunk out that much damage for the side of Team Aurora, forcing on the Enhanced Sword to get an escape. Now, I wonder will Team Aurora was able to even trigger a good team fight at this point.
Oh, that was so close. I mean, I think Don't was just like taking a gamble whether it's like that bush near the Lord or the bush like behind the tower. Well, honestly, 50-50. I don't play Genshin, but my friends don't get their 50-50s anyway, so it's always a luck of the draw.
Lol. Well, it is what it is. But now the Lord is on the contest. I don't think Aurora it should be good to contest this. But Edward is still there. Try to make some trials over here. Maniac jumps in with a counter demon as well. The minimum fury knocks them to 4. This is strategy on the hitman. Fights. Domain comes in, tries to make a play, and now just wipes down 2 members at once.
Now that's the team fight that Aurora was looking for. Although they did lose Renegade, it was just a support. Lovely and Maniac went down. So Maniac, he was scaling so much against Edward, and now the unkillable demon has finally been killed. So this is gonna be putting a really big step up for Aurora.
Exactly. This is a big step up, and look at how the gold difference starts to shrink already. They're having 4.6 gold difference right now. They had made the good call, but the thing is, somehow Aurora still was able to make a play still, and Justinian was just going to take the first floor over to their side.
No hesitation at all. The moment he met Lord, the moment he laid his eyes on Lord, he just like, yep, you know what? Electro Final Blow. And there we go, Lord was just shredded to pieces within 8 seconds. Aurora didn't even have time to react.
Yep. Nothing to react, nothing to be worried. And right now, Team Aurora would not really want to rush for it as of right now because they know one thing. If they make a mistake, they're gonna cost that whole game. Now, speaking of which, the Lord is now marching into the T1. I mean, the inhibitor turret right here. So maybe they can just clear it off.
Yeah, but they have to be careful though. Domang already has his Trinity build, and look at the amount of damage he's doing onto Lovely. Just a little bit of touches from his bullets, and already 1/3 of his health is gone.
Now, still safe for the Team Aurora. Nothing much to be commented for this side. So right now, Team Aurora still has the game in their hands, maybe, but Maniac is a bit low, forcing a penalty zone. Agent Zero would not make that effect as now Team Aurora still unable to make something. Oh my goodness! The damage coming out from the Domang now. Oh no! Here comes the damage coming through. Blazing with just to make out of the way. It's safe and sound. But ultimately, they still are alive.
What a nice Purify coming out from Domang. Had he been 1 frame later, Reaper would have frozen him in place. And true, the Purify would have gotten him out, but that little frame where he would have been frozen would have allowed the rest of MADBULLS to come and catch up and take him away. And that was an amazing dodge for the Spear of Destruction, even though it hit. Like, that's just amazing.
Yep, that sounds very, very amazing. But at this point, I don't know what kind of strategies what should Aurora do right now. As we do speak a lot early on, is that how would need Aurora to really sustain until the late game. But at this point, MADBULLS is just going to prioritize every single steps that they have just stepped in.
Now just trying to get some control of the map. Aurora is going to be playing relatively safely. They know that they're entering the phase where Domang is starting to scale. And that is kind of the thing that MADBULLS must not let happen. And although it's slowly starting to turn into reality, they still have a little bit of chance to shut him down before it gets too out of control.
True, exactly. So right now is that they do need to either shut down Domang first or protect Don't, because now Don't must not die. But now the Lord once again gets enhanced. It's time for the contest. Maybe another miracle could potentially be made up by Renegade.
Don't die. That's going to be the name of the game. Now Maniac will be jumping in. Horror and Inferno going to be cast right now, and okay, Demon Kite will be forced to run away.
Frigid Grisha has been sent now. Also, Eternal God Maniac has been chunked a little bit low. The Vengeance has been spawned as well. The orange buff has been taken away, and they have just got the Lord enhanced on their side. And this is time MADBULLS once again holds the game through.
Did you see what Don't did? Like, Don't care. He don't care about the team fight. He only care about Lord. So while the entire team fight was going on, he's just throwing his spears at the Lord, chucking it down. And once everybody ran away, Justinian just came in with the Electro Final Blow. He didn't even use the Electro Final Blow for the team fight. He just used it to clear the Lord.
Exactly. So right now at this point, they're just gonna kite out even more skills coming in from Aurora, and MADBULLS is just going to go all out. They're confident to get this Lord. So at this point, Aurora is back into defense mode, and the Lord is marching onto the top lane's inhibitor. Now, speaking of which, Team Aurora is on the defense.
Yeah, but Edward does have the Queen's Wings already, so he might be able to survive a little bit longer. Lord is going to be slamming onto that tower. Will go down, and here comes the last stand.
Alright, Frigid Grisha just massive, and his Edward goes down as well, but Renegade falls continuously, and now it is time for Team MADBULLS actually gets out of the way, but no minutes to push on further. Team Aurora still on the defense, no minutes to actually help them except for the one wave of minute on the bottom side, and the mid. Lovely's been trapped into the middle. Don't Don't die! And now and also for Domang, using another blazing with the steps out of the way, the inhibitor has been knocked out. Open and Yue will be instantly chunked out. And here comes for the electro final blow. Try to make a play, and here goes game number 2.